Some bike stations are up and running. Our Rockville 11 Bridget Suizo is here to tell us more about this exciting new program. Bridget?
That's right. It was an exciting launch event for the expansion of the Capital Bike Share Network right here in downtown Rockville. Elected officials and cycling enthusiasts were on hand to give their support for the Bike Share program in Montgomery County.
We're here to celebrate the first bike sharing system in Maryland.
Red Bikes in Rockville and the rest of the county mean the expansion of the Capital Bike Share Network in Maryland. Bike sharing provides short-term bicycle rentals at self-service automated solar-powered docking stations. The launch event brought out supporters of the program.
And there's no question that Montgomery County is the leader in bike paths, bikeways, and bike share.
I think that it provides us with a foundation for an expansion, not only here in the city of Rockville, but throughout the entire Montgomery County, Friendship Heights, Chevy Chase, Bethesda, and Silver Spring, all over the county. We are joining a regional network, as you know, from the District of Columbia, Arlington, Fairfax, Alexandria. So I think it's exciting for the riders, for our young people, for any and everybody who want to be part of the bike sharing program.
A lot of good reasons to ride a bicycle, but I think the main reason is because it's fun. And I think bike share is going to open up the fun of bicycling to a lot more people, and they're going to realize that it's a great thing that you can incorporate into your everyday life.
Rockville's Bike and Pedestrian Safety Coordinator Kevin Belanger worked with the county's Department of Transportation to launch the program. He gave us a tutorial on how bike sharing works.
You have the full year membership. That's what this thing does here. It's $75 for a full year membership, and it gives you unlimited 30-minute trips you want to take around town. If you go over 30 minutes, it costs you $1 per every 30 minutes on top of that. You'll take your key fob, you'll stick it into the hole right here. You'll wait until the light turns green, and you'll just hop up on pull the seat back, comes out pretty easily. When you're done with your trip, go back to the station, find an empty dock, and just shove it back in, wait till the light turns green, and you're good to go. You can walk away from it.
Membership options include anywhere from yearly registration to 1 day. For more information and a map showing installed stations in the county, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/bikeshare. For County Report This Week, I'm Bridget Suizo.
Law enforcement leaders got together to announce the new Maryland traffic laws and to alert drivers that there will not be a warning period for anyone violating the new traffic safety laws regulating cell phone and seatbelt use. Starting this month, using a handheld cell phone while driving is a primary offense. Violators can be stopped by police and will be ticketed $83 for the first offense, $140 for the second, and $160 for the third. Also, all occupants in a moving vehicle must wear their seatbelts.
Distracted driving is one of the leading causes of crashes in the United States, and seatbelt use is the single most important step you can take to save your life and prevent injury during a crash. Because these laws have such an impact on our safety, we're not giving a warning period. Officers throughout the state will begin active enforcement of these two laws tomorrow. I can guarantee that all of our Montgomery County officers will be watching for these violations.
Seatbelt use for vehicle occupants is a secondary offense. The citation is $83 per unbuckled passenger. Active enforcement began on October 1st. A host of new laws went into effect October 1st, including one that addresses the sale and possession of synthetic marijuana. Susan Kennedy has the story. Susan?
That's right. Officials want residents to know that beginning this week, it will be illegal to possess or buy synthetic marijuana here in Montgomery County. Starting October 1st, this drug, which also goes by the name Spice and K2, will become illegal, something the Eichler family of Montgomery County will be grateful for. They lost their 22-year-old son, Charlie, just 2 months ago after being ravaged by the drug.
Over time, very short time actually, about a month, he went from someone who was struggling with addiction to someone who was struggling to stay alive. He couldn't feel his feet, fingers anymore. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, and basically just gave up.
Heard really for the first time. I'd never heard much about these substances before.
Councilmember George Leventhal was joined by the Eichler family and other officials to let local merchants know that these products they have been selling will now bring criminal charges if sold at their establishments.
These are not benign and harmless substances. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what the dosage is. You don't know precisely what chemicals have been used, and the effects can be very significant. I first heard about it from our Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless, where some of the clients at the Goody Men's Shelter were obstreperous and aggressive and unmanageable, and so it has behavioral effects that are unpredictable. It has health effects.
The distribution of this drug becomes a crime tomorrow. But perhaps more importantly for us today, they pose a health hazard to all of our children. These designer drugs are 5 to 45 times more potent than marijuana. This is modern-day glue sniffing.
Charlie Eichler's family did not know anything about synthetic marijuana. Charlie was a recovering heroin addict who was using the substance to dull withdrawal symptoms from methadone. He told his parents it was a natural substance. Stephen, Charlie's younger brother, wants to make it his mission to educate others about the dangers of this substance.
These kids will destroy their lives unintentionally with synthetic marijuana, and I want to make sure that they know the consequences are deadly.
With the new law, possession of the drug is a misdemeanor that could result in a 4-year prison sentence. And if you are caught distributing it, you could face 20 years in jail. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
County Executive Isaiah Leggett joined several officials to kick off the start of enrollment for the Affordable Care Act. The goal is to have 53,000 enrollees by March 2014.
The Affordable Health Care Act is the law. It has been signed by Congress. It's signed by the President and approved by Congress. It has been affirmed by the Supreme Court of the United States. We need to move on and do what is right for the many people in this capital region who do not have affordable health care. In starting today, we will intensify that effort to make sure that everyone that we can contact understand what is at stake, understand that they have a choice, and there is something that they can do about it. Our role is twofold. One, to properly educate and to inform people. And secondly, to make sure that they exercise the option that they would want in order to ensure that they have affordable health care.
10 organizations have partnered with the county to provide outreach, education, and enrollment services to residents in Montgomery and Prince George's counties.
In partnership with Montgomery County and the state of Maryland, Interfaith Works will focus on enrollment of homeless people, poor people, and vulnerable and hard-to-reach individuals and families. As I said earlier, to do that, we've assembled a trained, multilingual, and diverse team of experts who have all gone through the training and certification to reach out and help those in need learn what options are available to them.
When you have health care, we must teach people to use it, right? That's important too, because if you haven't had it, you won't know what to do with it. So we have a responsibility, not just with the enrollment, but with beyond. So with that, I say thank you, and let's go forward and do great things. Thank you.
There'll be 3 ways to enroll: online, by calling the state's call center, or sitting down with a navigator at community events or by appointment. The county will have about 80 navigators reaching out to eligible legal residents. Coverage is not free. The state's offered insurance premiums through private health plans promise to be affordable. If uninsured residents cannot afford the premiums, they may qualify for financial assistance or Medicaid through its expansion in Maryland. The application for financial assistance is available online. For enrollment at the state's new insurance marketplace, visit marylandhealthconnection.gov. When we come back, the Yap County Regional Services Center is renamed after a former county executive. And the NAACP takes an active role in a partnership program with Montgomery County Public Schools. We'll be right back.
Are you sure they can recycle us, Clamshell?
Hey, Dome, we're on a new recycling postcard.
I can't wait to make a new start. Maybe I'll be a red carpet at a big premiere.
And I'll get to paint the White House.
Shh, here he comes.
Now you can recycle more plastics in Montgomery County, including #1 PET plastics such as clamshells, deli containers, trays, lids, domes, and cups.
We're in!
For more information on recycling, contact the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311. The wait is over. Recycle more plastics today.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Former County Executive Sidney Kramer was an advocate to bring government closer to the people. In his honor, the App County Regional Services Center was recently renamed the Sidney Kramer App County Regional Services Center. During his term as county executive from 1986 to 1990, Kramer was instrumental in strengthening the role of regional services. Partnerships are an important aspect of the equation when it comes to education. Montgomery County Public Schools and the NAACP recently kicked off another year of collaboration. Here's the story from MCPS TV.
Welcome to the NAACP Parent Council's kickoff meeting.
The NAACP Parents Council of Montgomery County welcomed parents, MCPS staff, and the community to its annual kickoff meeting on September 30th. Held at Richard Montgomery High School in Rockville, the event included an informational fair for attendees to learn about community services and resources aimed at helping youth.
I'm here with my parent rep, Denise Ray, because it's important to be here to make sure we're on the same page regarding concerns and ideas that we want to address in our school.
I'm hoping to learn what the NAACP can offer Northwood's students and how I can be a conduit between Northwood and the NAACP.
The goals of the event were to inform and empower the community in order to make positive changes in our schools. Keynote speaker Dr. Mona Morshed, a partner with McKinsey & Company's global education practice, shared her research on how to improve school systems.
It is extreme engagement, and it is collaborative practice, and it is data. These three things are incredibly powerful to be able to move from good to great.
Superintendent of Schools Joshua Starr addressed the group about his educational philosophies.
We're not going to accept anything other than excellence from every single one of our children, no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, no matter what language you speak at home, no matter who your parents are, who your brother or sisters were. We are going to accept nothing but excellence, but we're going to work with you and your family.
Participants joined breakout sessions about higher education, school innovation and intervention networks, effective discipline practices, and social-emotional learning approaches with minority students.
I just think the emphasis on social-emotional learning as having equal importance to academic achievement is something that is very forward-thinking and is exactly what kids these days need.
Tonight was a fantastic evening. It is an evening that is bringing together the partnership between Montgomery County Public Schools and NAACP. What we are learning and sharing tonight, we will be able to use it tomorrow. So really, it's boots to the streets.
The Early Childhood Learning Center on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College recently received news that should make the parents who send their kids there very happy. MCTV's Michael Brown fills us in on the details.
Under the leadership of Center Director Ellen Sloan, MC's Rockville Campus Early Learning Center has earned accreditation from the National Association for the Education of Young Children, the nation's leading early childhood education organization.
We're accredited through NAEYC, and what it means is that we have to hit a higher standard of teaching than we would if we were just licensed. We are also licensed through Maryland State Department of Education. but because of the accreditation, we have higher standards to meet. There are standards having to do with curriculum. There are standards having to do with the physical environment. There are standards having to do with teacher credentials. There are standards to do with health and safety. So it's just, I have two portfolios this big that we had to provide proof of meeting or exceeding their standards.
Achieving accreditation was a long and detailed process.
We started in January. We did finish, luckily, by May, which is when they actually came for the reaccreditation visit. It's just a matter of making sure that everything is where it should be, that everything is notated, and that all standards are addressed.
And receiving accreditation sends an important message to parents about MC's Rockville Campus Early Learning Center.
Well, many people, when they hear Child Care Center, they think we're a daycare center, they think we're babysitters, and we're not. We're all early childhood educators. And when they see that we're NAEYC accredited, that should tell them that they're not just coming for babysitting. They're not, they look like they're playing, but there's a lot of purpose behind that play. These children are learning while they're here. Their time spent here is a quality time, and that our teachers know what they're doing as far as planning activities and lesson plans.
MC's Rockville Campus Early Learning Center serves children from the ages of 2.5 to 5. For information on enrolling your child, call 240-567-5308. For County Report This Week from MC's Rockville Campus, I'm Michael Brown.
When we come back, the county's Fire and Rescue Department assists in the rescue of a man who fell in a trench in Frederick County. And some third graders got a lesson from college students. We'll tell you what that's all about when County Report This Week continues.
There's a reason why area law enforcement are out enforcing pedestrian and traffic safety laws and preventing killer pedestrian crashes. Be alert. Be street smart.
On Sunday, October 20th, downtown Wheaton will once again be transformed into a vibrant international village for the 5th annual World of Montgomery Festival. This free outdoor event features entertainment for the whole family that celebrates, explores, and shares the rich cultural heritage of Montgomery County. For more information, visit our website at worldofmontgomery.com. Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. It took 3 hours to rescue a worker from a trench in Frederick County. And to talk about the rescue efforts, we have Chief Scott Graham from the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Department. Chief?
Hello, Lorna. Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service received a call from the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Service for mutual aid assistance for a gentleman who was entrapped in a trench. The company was actually working a construction site up outside of the Ligonor area of Frederick County. Fire rescue units assembled, and Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service has a technical rescue team that is specifically trained in trench rescue, confined space rescue, as well as building collapse. The team assembled at our 3 centralized station, gathered their equipment, and proceeded to assist the Frederick County's technical rescue team with the rescue. When we arrived on the scene, there was an adult male who was trapped up to his waist in a excavation where they were putting in large diameter water pipe. The trench itself had begun to fill with water, which only exacerbated our situation. We had to divert the water and ultimately shut the water down to prevent the victim from drowning. The teams working together with Frederick County's fire rescue team and Montgomery's team were able to shore on either side of the victim. He was buried up to his waist. We were concerned about potential medical conditions from the compression of all that weight against his legs. So as we began to remove the dirt from around the victim, we were also administering medications, and we had our paramedics in the hole with the victim. It did take us about 3 hours and 15 minutes to safely remove him. Once he was free of all the dirt and the debris, we transferred him to Maryland State Police Trooper 3, who flew him to shock trauma in Baltimore. He had some serious injuries, but none of his injuries were life-threatening.
Well, thank you very much, Chief, for the update on that particular rescue. Some college students and their professor recently introduced some third graders in Montgomery Village to the art of music composition. My MC Media's Sonia Burke brings us a story. Sonia?
I'm at Stedwick Elementary School, where some University of Maryland students are getting a lesson in music education.
Pick a little, talk a little, chip, chip, chip. Talk a lot, pick a little more. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, chip, chip, chip.
These 5 college students are studying to become music teachers, and on this day they're getting some valuable classroom experience as they help teach these 3rd grade students how to compose music. They're led by their college professor.
For you to do the intro and the coda. Ooh, those are fancy terms, but I bet you know what an intro is. So here we go.
I said, well, how about if I bring my junior class of people that are all going to be music teachers, and we'll put something together for you. We'll do an experience. It'll be a musical experience.
After some choreographed dancing and singing, the 3rd graders are introduced to a poem, and then they're divided into small groups.
You guys go with Miss Celia.
They learn their parts and practice making music. The results are almost magical. Within a short amount of time, the students have learned their parts, and their song gets better with each performance.
I learned that 3rd graders are a lot of fun. I never really worked with 8 and 9-year-olds this much or this closely. They had great spirits, and I just had so much fun.
Education without music would be really lacking, and so I'm committed to being a music teacher.
I'm not sure yet whether I want to do high school or elementary, but today kind of swayed me in the elementary direction, I think.
I hope to inspire kids to follow music like my high school teacher inspired me. I just think it's necessary. Music is absolutely necessary for emotion, for intelligence, everything.
I think it went fantastic. Everybody was smiling. You couldn't help but smile. There was so much good interaction going on and so much music being made. They had a great time, and I think we all did too.
For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burke.
Pedestrian fatalities have been at an all-time high this year in the county despite safety enhancement measures. The County Department of Transportation once again reminds us all to stay alert. Here's Tom Pogue with an update. Tom?
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update from Montgomery County. MCDOT continues to invest in engineering improvements and educational outreach to enhance pedestrian safety, particularly in high crash areas where collision data shows more pedestrians are being struck. In addition, county police evaluate pedestrian crash types, locations, and victims to plan enforcement. In 2013, the focus of police pedestrian safety enforcement is on driver education and ticketing, along with pedestrians being cited when unlawful crossing is observed. Preliminary data from the first quarter of this year indicates pedestrian crashes are occurring at a slightly higher rate than last year, and pedestrian fatalities have already exceeded last year's number. So we urge everyone to stay alert and watch out for each other. Drivers must follow the laws for yielding to pedestrian right-of-way. Pedestrians must help protect their safety by always giving their undivided attention when crossing the street. These efforts are part of County Executive Leggett's Pedestrian Safety Initiative. For more information, go to our website at montgomerycountymd.gov/walk. We're working to keep you moving safely.
When we come back, we take you to the Humane Society to meet our Pet of the Week. And hundreds of kids attended the Mini Makers Fair. We'll be right back.
It's not too late to register for late starting classes at Montgomery College. There's a wide variety of subjects to choose from, and some classes begin as late as November. You can register online or at any of our 3 campuses. MC is the Red Cross Greater Chesapeake and Potomac Blood Region's 2013 College of the Year. MC was honored for holding blood drives organized by the Rockville Campus Office of Student Life and for a 30% increase in blood donations in the last year alone. And MC has been named to the 2014 Military Friendly Schools list by Victory Media. The list honors the top 20% of colleges and universities that assist service members, vets, and spouses. MC was selected for its recruitment and retention strategies that support students with military experience.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Now let's meet our pet of the week. Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society brings us a male cat that needs a home. Kathy?
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And we are here with a lovely little guy. This is Dexter. He's a 6-month-old brown tabby. He's very, very lively. He was a give-up. His parents really loved him, but they unfortunately couldn't take care of a cat anymore. They were moving and couldn't take him with him. And he really needs a home. They were really sorry to see him go, but he needs a home. Like I said, he's young, he's lively, he loves to play chase and chase the laser tag and chase the ball and chase the feather duster. He's a lot of fun. We know that he's good with kids. We don't know how he is with other cats or dogs, but he's a nice guy. And remember, we have a lot of animals down here. We have Dexter and all his friends here. So come on down to the shelter. Give us a call at 240-773-5967 or visit us on the web at mchumane.org.
Creativity was on full display at the Mini Maker Fair in Silver Spring, and thousands of people of all ages turned out for the Family Fun event, presented by Kid Museum. Robots, electric go-karts, interactive art, flying machines. There was so much to do and see at the fair that feature hands-on activities and innovative projects created by inventors. Children and adults enjoyed the do-it-yourself demonstrations and projects, and county officials said they were impressed with the event and the work of the organizers.
Congratulations to the Kid Museum. Thank you so much to Discovery and Google and everybody that's made this day possible. This is just an example, a little taste of what can come to Montgomery County, and at a time when we really do need this type of activities for our children, innovation, creativity. This is the foundation of progress, of moving forward to 21st century.
What we're seeing today is a new approach to education and to child development that we know has to become a part of our mission in the schools and in our community, because we are the makers and we're making a stronger community. We're making great childhood memories and new dreams for a better future, and we're making a better Montgomery County.
If you have not visited the library at Brookside Gardens, maybe it's time to pay a visit. Turns out that they have materials to help you learn about anything on how to grow a healthy garden.
Do you have a perplexing plant question? Are you looking for resources on how to create an organic vegetable garden, design a rain garden, or learn how to start composting your yard waste? You can find all of these resources and more here at the Brookside Gardens Library. Hi, I'm Jared Ashling, Volunteer Coordinator and Library Horticulturalist, coming to you from the Horticultural Reference Library at Brookside Gardens. The library contains over 5,000 reference books and 30 periodicals. We also maintain a large collection of current seed and plant catalogs and a searchable database that allows us to identify the exact location of virtually every tree and shrub in Brookside Gardens. We also host several Master Gardener plant clinics throughout the week. Master Gardeners are trained horticultural volunteers from the University of Maryland Extension. They're here every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sunday 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. During the growing season, from April through October, we also offer 2 additional weekday Master Gardener plant clinics on Wednesday and Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. These plant clinics are a great way to get friendly garden advice, identify weeds, and learn solutions to all your plant problems. Check us out online to see the Master Gardener Plant Clinic schedule, search our living plant collection database, and discover other exciting horticultural resources.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember that we want to hear from you, and we invite you to join the Opinion Forum at engage.montgomerycountymd.gov. We also would like for you to like us on Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.